How's it going, folks? Chris here with the next of my Battlefield 3 weapon guides. This time around we're going to take a look at the PP2000, which is a Russian submachine gun which was originally invented in the year 2000, hence the name PP2000. In Battlefield 3 it's one of the first unlocked PDW weapons, which is a personal defense weapon, which means you can use it across all the kits. So you can use it as part of the assault kit, support kit, engineer kit or recon kit, and being one of the first ones that you get, it's unlocked at rank 7, so it's unlike the other weapons. It's not unlocked according to your career score or score in any of the individual kits. It's just unlocked according to your rank. So let's take a look at some general stats and figures for the PP2000. The power is very high of the weapon. It's despite being a submachine gun, in game it features very high power, but it does have a very high recoil as well, which does kind of make it pretty balanced in that being a submachine gun, it's not too good at long range. So you do have high power, which is mainly prevalent up close, and if you do try taking out those long range targets, you find that recoil getting in the way. So it's definitely worth switching over to single fire mode when possible for those long range shots. One of the main downsides to the PP2000 is its low magazine size at just 20 rounds plus one in the chamber. This is really the main disadvantage of the weapon, in that you often see it running dry, especially if you run into a group of 2 or more bad guys. And finally, the rate of fire is 600 rounds per minute, slightly slower than the average, but it definitely gets the job done. So I think the PP2000 is definitely a great weapon to kind of set up a run and gun style class or setup for Battlefield 3. If you're into just constantly running around and blazing people down and capturing those objectives, then this is definitely a class to look into during your early games of your Battlefield 3 career. Like I mentioned, being a PDW weapon means you can use it across all classes or kits, and I definitely recommend it for using it to level up your recon kit. If, like me, you're not too interested in the early unlocked sniper rifles like the SVD, you can use the PDW weapon to swap out the sniper rifles for this PP2000, and obviously just use the advantages of that recon spawn system, so you can kind of get behind enemy lines, capture those objectives, and just kind of level up as fast as possible to unlock those nice sniper rifles later on, like the SV98 and the M40A5. So let's take a look at some configurations that you might consider. This is my recommendation after playing with the weapon for a fair few games. So first up, the optic. Like with all the weapons, you get a range of optics available that are unlocked after various kills. The iron sights are really not too good at all. They're very, very small, and it can be difficult to actually see your target through them. So playing with the weapon and getting one of the first optics unlocked is definitely what you want to aim for. And being a Russian weapon, the first optic you get is the Cobra red dot sight, which is unlocked just after 10 kills. Like the usual red dot sights and the reflex sight, it's a non-magnifying gun sight, but unlike the Allied red dot sight, which has a little dot, with the Russian Cobra red dot sight you get a German style reticle, which is kind of just like 3 lines. Still does the job pretty much the same, and it does make it a lot easier to kind of see your targets through the little window. Second up, for the primary accessory, there's not really much choice. You've either got the choice of the laser sight at 20 kills or the tactical light at 50 kills. Neither of these accessories really give you any major advantages, so it's just kind of a case of choosing one that best suits your playstyle. The laser sight is just a basic laser targeting system which can help with your hip fire, whereas the tactical light is just, as the name suggests, a little torch that connects to your weapon. Both can blind the enemy when shining it in their eyes, but they both can obviously give away your position. So out of the two, I think the laser sight is the one to go for. It doesn't give away your position quite as much, and it does kind of just help with that hip fire accuracy, with the weapon being a submachine gun and used in close quarters combat. And finally, my choice for the secondary attachment, the best attachment by far out of the two, is the extended mags attachment. You've either got the choice of extended mags or the suppressor. You do get the suppressor at 30 kills, but you kind of want to keep using the weapon to unlock the extended mags at 60 kills to kind of fix that main disadvantage of this weapon. just having 20 rounds in the magazine isn't really enough at all, so attaching that extended mags attachment to increase the magazine size to 40 round really does help with your gameplay and try and keep you alive. And if you run into a group of bad guys, you've got more chance of taking them out, and obviously you don't have to reload quite as often. So that's my little review of the PP2000 in Battlefield 3. Drop me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it or learned anything new. Subscribe to stick around for all the upcoming Battlefield 3 weapon guides. I'll be covering lots of weapons from all the kits. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all later.